how the business works, and I think it's great that we did that now, right? I was always like, why do we wait until so long to talk about that part, right? So I'm going to talk about leads, because for the first 2 years of my existence here with Family First Life, and you know, when John started, and he could tell a story and everything, but I heard all, you know, we had no leads at Family First Life. Sean was just like, we could do this. Everybody's going to sell 10K a week, but they did, right? I mean, you guys figured out a way. Like, they got really, really good at selling insurance on leads that other places weren't really good at selling on. But now, I was talking to Brian, a friend of mine for a long time, who's just joining us from North Carolina, flew into that. I said, 2 years ago, I still would have hired you, and I would have told you that we had a lot of leads and availability. Then I would have been like, oh my God, what am I going to do, right? Right, Chad?
Yeah.
You were around for a while, and it was tough to get leads near where you were, right? And you were traveling, and you were running just old, you know, it's like, and then over the last year and a half since you've been with us, and we've been able to find you wherever you want to go. You could just turn leads on and get them like then.
Yep.
I went to Connecticut. I just turned on some EverQuote leads and ran like 6 appointments, and it was great, you know. And then I gave the rest of them away. But I'm telling you guys, the phones and the leads for everyone in here, if you get really good at both of them things, the rest of it you'll learn by getting really good at those 2 things. Because you could be the best product guy in the world, but you're going to be the best product guy in the world at home on your couch broke. Seriously. And I tell it, they're like, hey, what do you think about this product? I go, I don't. And I know me and Adam talk all the time, and Adam's very, very smart, and he does very well at what he does. He's an anomaly, but it's like, I'm not your guy. I don't know all about the this and that and all this stuff. And I'm like, Zach, what's your percentage with America?
87.
You say it's 92% this year. It's good, but you're close. That's good. I gave you a boost. But and you're on track to ride for almost 400 or something, right? Right. What are you at year to date so far in 8-10 weeks?
In the CRM? 97.
No, the CR
94.
94 in 10 weeks. So times that by 5. So that's 50 weeks.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
The path to
I told you.
Easy. I got you.
Oh, I do.
I told you guys all night, right, James and John? I go, wait till I'm excited for what John Wetmore has to say for us. Yes, sir.
You're losing me. What do you mean 400?
$400,000 in business on premium and on his own pen, and he's been
That's what
around.
I thought, but I was like, that's a
400K.
big number.
Yeah. John, what was your best year?
460.
Brian, what was your best year?
533.
So it can be done, and I'm just saying, Zach is very, very good in the home. You're looking at the numbers. It's
And not working full time. Right?
No.
3 days a week.
yeah. That's more than the first year, and that's a compliment. Zach, it's a compliment. It's like what the potential is. So that's all I'm saying. But and Zach isn't a product guy. He's like, they filled out a form for their mortgage, which is how many years? Most mortgages are 30 years. We can get them a 30-year term, and you know what we could do? We can get them a 25-year and pay off the mortgage earlier. So it's really, really simple what we do. So what I'm talking about is you can be really, really good at other things, but just get really, really good on the phone, right? You guys flew in from California and Peoria, right? Told you last night. Don't worry about all the shuffle and everything. Just get 3 or 4 good phone numbers and phones, and you know those screen protectors that they have for the phones? You should replace it every week because you're gonna have like holes in it. Like wear that sucker out. And the one that you redial, like wear that thing out. So get really, really good on the phones and get really, really good at getting leads. Now what happens is with a lot of new agents, and again, this is some stuff that I've recently just spent a lot of time doing, and John knows and Mike knows, like I'm really crazy passionate about making sure, first of all, that I run the leads, right? What's up, bud? Good to see you, man. I love that shirt, right? That I do them. I try to train on, you know, leads and getting lead sources and dialing them. But the bottom line is when they fill out a form and send it in, they want our help, right? What's up, Kevin? So what I'm going to tell you, I tell everyone you should have a lead strategy. And we talk about lead strategy a lot here and lately, right? And on our calls, but how many people haven't started yet? Okay, so how many people in here have been talked to about leads and that you have to buy leads? Like, because you're in business. It's like when I was in business before this, so it was really, I'm like, let's see, I was selling motorcycles that would cost us $7,000 and we would sell them for $7,300. Right? And then when I figured out that you could, if I bought $7,000 worth of leads, I would make $70,000. I'm like, I'm in. So I'm never the guy making my hire executive. Or people go, I got too many leads. I go, there's no such thing. Too little leads is a problem. Too much leads means you're going to go work harder. Right? Because you go to work when you have stress. Right? Yep. Chad's like, I got a bunch of leads. Time to go hammer down. So the key to this business again is leads. So we do a few different types of leads. We do internet, and I call it internet. I'll just use this as just so it's really easy for every internet. See, I have to spell it out. Brian's the educator. Brian, you can correct me, bro.
Spelled it right.
Okay, cool. Internet, and I'll say Facebook, even though that's internet, but I like to, this is like our three-pronged attack, okay? And then we have direct mail, all right? And how many people in here check their mail every day? And read it?
Actual physical mail?
Yeah. No, seriously.
What's that?
How many people are over 40 years old? Raise your hand. And over 50, y'all probably check your mail. If you're over 50, no, and I'm just saying because that's the way the world used to communicate via mail. Now there's email, there's the internet. So mail it's not gone, but it's going to go away. I mean, and I don't check it. I'm like, if it looks like it's a check, I'm like, ooh, I shouldn't open that. I didn't want to know, right? But it's true. But I'm surely not going to fill forms out and send them back in with all my information on. And then I'm not going to say that I didn't do it either. So they filled it out. They sent it in. They're still the most high quality leads, but they take a long time to come in, right? They're more expensive, they take a long time to come in. So if you're wanting to get started today and you want to get mail, direct mail leads, they're the most expensive and they take the longest to come in. So guess what? Most of us were already broke when we started. You're gonna be broke for 4 to 6 more weeks. So seriously, get around people that embrace internet and Facebook leads and you'll have money in your pocket quick. What did we do? And you worked with Chadwick, David, and you came in and we got you on EverQuote or something, and the next day you sold the policy or something, right?
Yes, sir.
Like, and it was deposited 2 days later. And it wasn't me, it was just you going, okay, I'm just gonna get some leads, and the guy walked them through it. So I don't work for EverQuote, I don't work for Facebook, I don't work for a direct mail company. All I know is I wanna get my leads as fast as possible and as many as possible for a reasonable, yes, sir?
Are you gonna go over how to leave it generated?
Absolutely. I'll go over whatever y'all want. They'll pull me off with a gaff. You know what a gaff is? When you go fishing, they get them big fish off, they pull them out. So the internet, is we partnered with EverQuote. Now, and I say we, Sean Mike partnered with EverQuote. So if you don't know Sean Mike, he's not partnering with anyone that isn't gonna do the absolute best for you. Or they won't be our partner, their name won't even be allowed to be said in the room. You have to give us the best price. You have to be able to service our agents, right? And you have to be able to get us some good stuff in the right amount of time. And we want, and here's how the deal works. No one else in the industry could buy them as cheap as us. Isn't that awesome when you could do that? That's what he did. So we're in a position right now that like it's nuts. Like I think that someone could just run them and do very, very well. I would never tell you to do that, because I strongly say do all three. So with EverQuote, you'll get with your rep or your manager, and you can order the leads. Now, how are EverQuote leads generated? I'll just go really quick. People are on the internet all the time, right? Where does everybody buys everything online now? They don't go to the store, but for the most part. Now, I'm just saying, like if there's there's probably 80 people in here, 8 of you don't shop on the internet. You fill out forms. It's cool. We love that. Those are $60. But so the rest of us all shop online. And we're savvy shoppers nowadays, right? So I'm gonna tell you why I love EverQuote, and I didn't at first. Because I remember, Zach will tell you, because he did the same thing. About 2 years ago when I needed to get health insurance, I was like, cool, I'm gonna go online, and I'm gonna put in 90 different things about myself, and this magical quote's gonna come up, right? You know what came up? About 900 phone calls to my phone in about 3 seconds. And it costed me about $900 because I threw my phone out the window. I did. But guess what I needed to buy when I went online? And guess what I ended up buying?
Health insurance.
And I know the person I bought it from and what they did, so I'm like, this is how I want to be when I call these people. I take the script and I throw it out the window, because that's what everybody's doing. right? They're like, this is like, oh my God, I just heard this 15 times. But guess what? They don't buy it on the first time anyway, so you're in good shape. And most people give up after they call them the first day. Just so you know. If you're the guy that calls them back, texts them, emails them, and is ridiculously annoying, you're gonna get the business. And I don't mean, you know, if they tell you to stop, we stop, but stop by their house. You get the leads within 10, right? No, I'm just saying, you go to their house. Why not? They're within 10 miles of your house. John's gonna go over how many appointments we all run, and I say we. I'm guilty. I'm always guilty of anything I talk about, right? It's like, we have time to stop by their house. Cody, you did first full month, last month. What'd you do?
31,000.
How much you think you sold on door knocks? $10,000 on door knocks. If you were lazy, your newborn baby wouldn't be eating as good, right? Food's cheap now, so you better keep doing that. But here's the deal. Be like everyone else isn't, because they all call them, or they have a dialing system, like these people in the Philippines. You're dealing with Allstate agents. Are they gonna get on the phone to be aggressive? No, because they didn't pay for the lead. Oh, I couldn't get a hold of them. We hear that when we do pay for them. But it's like, call them back in 6 days. Hey, it's me again. I want to do a whole series on how to do this, because this, if I talk to people, yeah, those leads stink. It's like, it's so crazy, because 5 people love them, 5 people don't. They're the same leads, right? It's just a matter of how you approach them. So now with EverQuote, you get some shared leads, okay? And then you get 33% of your leads, up to 33% of your leads are exclusive leads, okay? Tack them both the same when you call them, right? But I'm just telling you, the shared leads, everyone's gonna give up. They'll call them instantaneously. Turn them on, turn them off, there's pause buttons, there's all kinds of stuff. If you work with me, we'll sit down and we'll talk about it, I'll help you set it up. If you don't work with me, I will. If you come into the office, I'll help anyone in the company. That's my commitment. But you need to know your client. They're a savvy shopper. They're gonna shop around. But people still like to buy from people, right? If you wanna buy from someone over the phone and give them all your personal, well, I could just sell over the phone. I go, that's great. You're gonna get a lot of chargebacks. Because I'm gonna go out there and go, I wouldn't buy anything over the phone. And I'd look up somebody and I go, this is probably what the guy looks like. He's sitting in his underwear at his computer selling you insurance right now. I'm serious. I'm definitely not trying to, I'm telling you, I'm doing whatever I can to gain that business. Because I'm gonna be the one delivering the check and that guy isn't. You follow me? It's like, you need to separate yourself, because we're better than, you know what I mean? You need to let them know what you're gonna do that other people aren't. Because most of the people that are calling don't live around here. They don't. There's companies that buy leads and do this and sell over the phone, and I let them know. I email them a picture. I email them the Family First Life Texas stuff. I tell them where our office is. Y'all have this awesome company that we work for that has all this branding and everything. We have agents everywhere locally to serve you. Come to you. The lady said, you're gonna come to my house, really, for free? I said, well, I can charge you if you want. But the insurance company pays me. They only pay me to come once, though. They do. They track me. And if I'm there more than 20 minutes, I'm gonna get fired. And I need my job. You see my kids? They need to eat. So we could dive deeper, but I promise you, you will never lose on you'll never lose on EverQuote if you work. If you don't want to work and just want to keep them on the whole entire time, you're going to blow through them and you're going to like, these leads stink. I promise you, if you have EverQuotes with you today, we can dial them at between 5 o'clock and 6:30 and we'll book some appointments. I'll help you. And trust me, I'm not Brian or John, 400,000 or 500,000, but I can tell you that we'll get a hold of people and we'll book some appointments. It's just a mindset. And the beautiful thing about this, right, when we'll go to, they have to put in about 20 different things about themselves and click send. There's no confusion. I'm not getting calls about hair straighteners saying I clicked on stuff on Facebook that I was trying to buy a hair straightener. Because I would never do that, right? But I buy every single piece. Mike goes, this looks like an Apple store in your office. I'm like, I got boxes, Gemenos, every day there's new technologies. I'm definitely that guy. I buy everything, right? So if in the way they're generated, right? You know what's really cool? If someone dies and they're looking up funeral homes, or if they look up at life insurance, or Have you ever looked anything up on the internet and then later on Facebook you're scrolling through, or you're on Google and it pops up, you're like, or you're like, are they listening to me?
Yeah.
I think they do, because sometimes I'm like, I was just talking about that, and now all of a sudden this new thing for whatever, right? So the internet is so smart right now that it's going after people.